Welcome to the 6th edition of the Alula Tour. This race always attracts some of the world's top sprinters, and 2026 is no exception.
I'm really happy to be back here. I had some really good memories here.
Is Jonathan Milan going to take it?
I don't know if you remember, but before that race, you were on the track and you turned around to me and said, I'm going to be one of the top sprinters in the world. That's my plan.
Jonathan Milan firing to try and win his first ever stage of the Tour de France. Whoa!
It was always my goal to become one of the best ones. Now we are, I think, on the way.
Among the GC contenders are Alan Hatherley, who finished 6th last year, and 21-year-old hotshot Jan Christen.
Last year you had 2 podiums on some of the stages. Coming back for more of the same?
It's a nice race. I think it suits me well. We've come with a really strong team. I think we have a good shot for GC, 100%. And yeah, I think our biggest competitors probably would be Jan Christen. I think he's the big standout.
I'm super excited to start the season again.
What do you know about this race?
Well, it's a lot of wind and 2 hard stages, and the last stage can be quite exciting. Well, it's some good competitors here, but we focus on ourselves. We have a super strong team here, and we try to play the cards right.
The Alula Tour 2026 kicks off with a flat stage of 158 kilometres. It starts and ends at the Alula Camel Cup track, which hosted the final stage last year. There'll be a couple of intermediate active sprints during the day, counting towards the orange jersey for the most active rider, plus a bonus sprint with just under 9k to go, 3, 2 and 1 seconds available for the top 3. A sprinter will no doubt be pulling on the first leader's jersey this afternoon, and Jonathan Milan is the man to beat. The 4-man breakaway was in the process of shattering as the live pictures began. 2 of the Oman national team members, Syed Al-Rabi and Mohammed Al-Wahibi, had already been caught, leaving just 2 men at the fronts. Ali Al-Sheikh of the Saudi national team and Ayman Rosli of the Terengganu cycling team, who made the first 2 breakaways of last year's race. Well, the maximum gap had been as much as 3.5 minutes, but the peloton were now closing fast. Al-Sheikh going solo at the front, but that sojourn wouldn't last long. The peloton all back together again with 65 kilometres to go. And there was a bit of tension in the bunch, because there's always the possibility of crosswinds and echelons on these exposed desert roads.
Whoa, crash right-hand side, and a big crash in the peloton.
Fritz Biesterboss of Picnic Pustanel going to ground here as Jaco Alula tried to up the tempo, but there wasn't too much wind at this point. Things eventually settling down again, with Vara van Geloa also licking his wounds after hitting the deck. There would then be another crash with much bigger GC implications, involving one of the race favourites in Jan Christen. The UAE man caught up here just at the moment where several of the sprint teams stepped on the gas again.
Oh, and that's a problem there. Number 41, Jan Christen, the race favourite for the overall, and Christen is down in this crash.
Lidl Trek, Cofidis and Soudal Quickstep causing a split in the peloton. And Christen, Hatherley and the other GC riders were on the wrong side of it. Well, the race was really on now. 18 riders in this front group, including the sprinters Jonathan Milan, Phil Bauhaus, a former winner of this race, Fabio Jakobsen, Milan Fretin and Fernando Gaviria. The peloton slowly eating into the gap, but the chasers couldn't get themselves organised properly, and it started to go back out again as they approached the Camel Cup track. The 18 leaders would go over the finish line twice before the final sprint, and they were now leading by more than 30 seconds. At this point, it looked as though Milan and co would indeed contest the first stage victory.
And Jan Christen has hit the deck again. Christen is down for the second time.
Incredibly more problems for Jan Christen, who was decidedly having one of those days. The young Swiss set for another frantic chase. Up at the front, meanwhile, it was still full gas, with the leaders holding on to their slender advantage. Heading into the final lap, there was a bonus sprint, with Mark Donovan pocketing the maximum 3 seconds. His teammate Matteo Moschetti, who won at the Camel Cup track on the final day last year, was another contender here for the stage win.
1 lap to go.
Well, Christen fighting to save his race with his UAE teammates, and they eventually latched back onto the back of the peloton. This one was going down to the wire. The sprint group now just 10 seconds ahead as a few riders tried to fire across, but would they catch them in time?
1 kilometre of racing. They're just going to make it by the looks of things. Moving up, Milan is ready. Gaviria's right on his wheel. Gaviria's locked in. Jakobsen gets ready. Frettin is set for the sprint. Big move on the right-hand side for Makutis. Moving up, here comes Moschetti. He wants to win on this Alula camel track again. Big attack on the right-hand side as De Jong goes for it for the team of Picnic Post NL. Big acceleration by the Picnic Post NL rider, who has stolen a march on the rest of this peloton front group of riders, and he goes clear. This is a big move here. Cofidis, get ready. Can he hold on all the way to the line? Jonathan Milan gets set. It's going to be a sprint from this group of 18 riders. Milan gets set to go. And here goes the acceleration. Jonathan Milan right on the wheel. Frettin is trying to go as well. Jonathan Milan against Frettin. But it's going to be the first win of the season for Jonathan Milan. He wins for Lidl Trek.
As we saw at the start of the programme, Jonathan Milan took one of his first road wins here at the Alula Tour in 2023 before becoming one of the top sprinters in the world. Last year he claimed 9 victories, including 2 at the Tour de France, where he also won the green jersey, and the 25-year-old Italian is off to the perfect start in 2026.
It was a bit tricky, when we are not that many in the break in the front. It's always, you can expect always everything. Maybe a little group of 3-4 riders, they attack and then you're not able to catch them anymore. My guess it was really good in hold everyone together, let's say, and they deliver me just in a perfect position.
Milan taking it ahead of Frettin and Moschetti, with Lawrence Rex and Lorenzo Mazin completing the top 5 as the lead group just about held on. De Jong, who tried his luck from distance, ended up 9th. Milan is the first man into the leader's green jersey then, with a 4-second lead over Frettin. Despite all of his troubles, Christen only dropped 21 seconds, the same as Hatherley, Dunbar, Higuita and the other GC favourites. Milan is also the early points leader, although Moschetti will wear the red jersey on his behalf in Wednesday's second stage. Donovan takes the orange jersey as the most active rider, having picked up 4 points on this first stage. He leads Al Wahaibi and Alex Kirsch. And Frettin will be in white tomorrow as the leader of the youth classification. He leads Hugo Page by 6 seconds. There's another sprint stage to come on Wednesday. Milan will be looking to double up and the GC riders will once again be looking to avoid trouble. Join us for that tomorrow, and thanks for watching.